Hey Bricks, it's Brickley here, and welcome to the second episode of Middle-earth MOCs, my series in which I show you MOCs from all over Middle-earth from the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies. And of course, if you want to submit your own LEGO The Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit MOC, you can do that, and you may even get a shout out in my Middle-earth MOCs series. Now, how are you going to get your MOC into my series? Well, it's actually quite simple. You need to build something. You can go submit it on my Instagram. I'll even leave you my email address on there so you can send me some, well, high quality pictures to my email so I can definitely use those in a video. So if you are interested in submitting your MOC for a showcase in my Middle-earth MOCs video series, of course, let me know on Instagram and we'll get to discussing that over there. But yeah, if you are enjoying my Middle-earth MOC series, of course, remember to leave a like on today's video to support it. Go subscribe to Brickley if you are new to my channel, and of course ring that notification bell to stay updated on when I post any LEGO The Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit videos. And of course we're gonna go and we'll take a look at the first MOC over here. So the first MOC we're going to take a look at is made by Norlego over here. Well, it's actually a little MOC series of Moria, and the first, well, part of the MOC is the passive Kahadras over here. So a great MOC over here, as you can see, with a lot of detail. I definitely love the slope techniques over here he used on the bottom of this little snow pass, as you can see over here, with Gandalf and Legolas standing on top over here. And then over here on the left, we got all of the hobbits, Boromir, Aragorn, of course, and behind them we got Gimli. So definitely a lot of detailing next to the Hobbit as well. As you can see over here, we got a lot of rock work integrated into the, well, the snowy part over here. So we got some dark blues, gray pieces in the back, and then of course also a lot of white pieces. And I love the way that Norlego used all of these pieces at the top of the MOC. As you can see over here, we got a lot of detailing with those inverted slopes, which I definitely like. And we're going to see a lot more snot techniques in, well, the actual Mines of Moria MOC. But over here you can see the overview of the passive Kahadras MOC over here, and as you can see on the bottom we got a lot of those inverted slopes, which I definitely love, and I might even use some of these techniques for my own building mortar and Lego series. So you can definitely go and click the card in the top right corner of this screen to watch my entire building mortar and Lego series. At this moment I already have 11 episodes of building mortar and Lego, and I'm actually working on the Black Gate of Mordor as of this moment. So if you want to check out that series, go ahead and click the card in the top right corner of the screen. And returning to the passive Kahadras over here, you can see the entire overview with a lot of detailing. I definitely love that sort of a ring around all of the minifigures with the slopes and such. And you can definitely also see the detail that Legolas is walking on top of the snow, and all of the other minifigures are just, well, sort of dug into snow and struggling to get through. And then behind the minifigures over here, we actually got the horse over here, so that's definitely great. I don't know if I don't really remember the name of the horse. Maybe it was just, well, a random horse or something. Definitely not Brago, because that horse only was featured in, I believe, the Two Towers movie. But over here, we got a nice horse with some detailing on the horse's back over here, as you can see, with a lot of stuff on his back. So that definitely looks great when you have a sort of Fellowship of the Ring traveling through some lands of your Middle-earth MOCs. That's definitely looking epic. So I think Norlego did a great job on this little passive Kahadras scene over here. And then actually in the back of the passive Kahadras, he actually added a little Lego the Hobbit MOC over here with a lot of slope techniques. This is actually Riddles for the Ring over here with Gollum over here on the left, a little blurry over here, and we get his little boat on the bottom with some epic water technique as well, with some slopes being built over the water, which sort of gives a nice effect to say that the water is sort of, well, everywhere. So we get some slopes that sort of create this little pool, which definitely looks great. And over here on the right, we've got Bilbo with some mushrooms over there, and that's actually quite funny because you could see some mushrooms in the LEGO The Hobbit game, so that definitely looks great. And over here on the top, we got those amazing slope techniques I was talking about. We got those slopes over here. They're actually just inverted slopes on the top, and then he also used a lot of snot techniques, as you can see over here, with those those 1x2 slopes over here and the 1x3, I believe, and we got some 1x4s even. So that definitely looks great. And I definitely got some inspiration from this MOC over here because I really want to use these slope techniques for my own building mortar in LEGO MOC. But next up, we're going to go and take a look at the moon doors of Moria over here. So we got a lot of detailing on the moon doors, as you can see from far away. We got a little pool of water over here where the Watcher of the Water is actually gonna attack the Fellowship of the Ring, but he decided to leave that out. Over here we got the 2 trees on either side with a lot of detailing on the trees, as you can see, with those sort of leaf pieces with the spikes, and then we got a lot of leaves on top of the trees, which really makes it look like, well, densely grown trees over here with all of those leaves. So that definitely looks great. And then of course the sloping effect into the trees also looks great with all of those roots. And then if we're going to take a look at the door up close, you can see a lot of detailing with those translucent blue pieces over here with those axes in the middle, and of course all of those little tiles in dark bluish gray color really make it look like a big door, which can't really be found without, of course, the light of the moon. But I think that the detailing over here really looks great, and I definitely think that this MOC is just epic. And if we're going to take a look at the inside of the tomb over here where the Fellowship of the Ring is going to enter the Mines of Moria, you can see the well, behind the door over here we got the little archway over here which is actually going to collapse after the Fellowship has entered while battling the Watcher of the Water. We got a lot of skeletons, so this really makes a sort of look of a tomb. That really looks great. And then if we're going to take a look at another section, which is actually the final section, you can see the huge stairs over here leading up to the 3 doorways over here with the Fellowship resting, and then we got Gollum on the bottom of the stairs over here, as you can see. So a lot of detail has been integrated into this huge MOC with, again, a lot of sloping techniques and snot techniques also used in this MOC, which really looks great. Over here you can see the doorways which have a lot of detail on them, as you can see with those tiles over there, really simulating some arches, which really looks great. So Norlego really did a great job. And then over here we get another picture with Gandalf sitting, doubting on which way he needs to go. And then we got Frodo talking to him, probably about Gollum, where Gollum's backstory was told by Gandalf. But definitely a great scene over here with all of the hobbits, and as you can see. So I definitely think that this really is a great MOC. And then we got another Easter egg over here with the scene from The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, where the company is actually hidden in the cave just before they get captured by the goblins. So as you can see, we got the floor over here, which is going to collapse. And then we, of course, got Thorin Oakenshield and Dwalin, Balin, and Bifur and Bomber over there. So a lot of dwarves. And then behind over here, we got Bilbo. And of course, these pieces on the top are really looking great. So I definitely think that Norlego made an epic and huge MOC for the Mines of Moria. So let me know what you think of this huge MOC with tons of Easter eggs and superb techniques in the comment section down below. And next up, we're actually going to take a look at the MOC by Cypirate MOCs over here for a sort of Third Age collab, as you can see over here, with a lot of detailing on the MOC. So this is actually Isengard, and these are the Isengard walls, I suppose, as you can see over here. And this was really a great MOC, as you can see over here. So we got a lot of detailing on the towers themselves with a lot of slopes used, some round pieces. We get some windows over here on the top of this tower, a lot of detailing. On the top of the tower, we actually got an orc. This is a Gundabad orc torso with the Uruk-hai helmet. But we get some sort of, a little chain sort of wheel over here. I don't know what that is supposed to simulate, but a sort of machinery over here. And then over here we get maybe sort of catapult or something. But over here on the bottom we get some orcs just running around trying to attack Treebeard over here, and he's actually broken the wall down, and you can see some debris laying in front of him. So it definitely looks like the debris has fallen off the wall. And as you can see underneath the debris we got an orc who's actually been smashed over here. That's definitely looking great over here. Cypirate MOCs. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Cypirate MOCs, maybe Cypirate MOCs. Let me know in the comment section down below if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. But we also get some nice detailing over here on the far right with some rock work over here leading into this sort of a place where the orcs can stand on this wooden floor over here with some supporting underneath with those big wooden pillars, as you can see, those two pieces used, which definitely looks great. And it really adds a lot of detail on the wooden area over here where you can see a lot of those tiles used on top of each other, which really adds a big, big value of detail. And over here in the back, we got this little orc running out of the wall. So I suppose there's this sort of chamber inside of here. But if we're going to take a look at the ground over here, the landscaping of this MOC, that also definitely looks great. We get some sloping techniques over here into the wall, of course. We'll gradually going even higher when the plates over here reach the walls. And over here on the far edge of these plates, we got the snot techniques really will sort of bring you into the MOC. That definitely looks great. And then over here we got Treebeard with a lot of detailing on his body. We got the huge beard over here with a lot of leaf pieces with those spikes, as you can see, some brown and dark green pieces. We got some of these lime green pieces, I believe, over here for the leaves. We got Merry and Pippin on top. Those minifigures really are pricey nowadays. You're gonna have to spend around $40 on each minifigure of these two, so that's definitely a pricey MOC over here. But yeah, he created this in 2018, so that's definitely not that pricey for back in the day. But yeah, over here we got those arms of Treebeard with a lot of detailing. We got those printed wood pieces over here, and for the hands he actually used the droid pieces from, I believe, the commando droids of the LEGO Star Wars sets from 2013, I believe, maybe somewhere around that. I'm not an expert on those sets. And then over here we got legs with a lot of detailing on Treebeard as well. As you can see, we got this little sort of landscaping underneath Treebeard with a lot of detailing as well, with some snot techniques, some slopes, and then we get also some leaves underneath Treebeard, which really looks great. And overall you can see that Treebeard really is a good scale for this big ent, and I think that Treebeard really looks great. So I think that Cypirate MOCs really did a great job on Treebeard and of course the Isengard main wall over here. The third MOC we're going to take a look at is the Attack on Dale MOC by Elven Ranger, and as you can see, there's a lot of detailing that has been put into this huge MOC. We can see a lot of dark bluish gray landscaping over here on the bottom with some snot techniques used, really looking epic. We also got a lot of those round pieces and some snow in addition to that as well, which really adds the feeling of the Battle of the Five Armies movie. Then we got this huge Tower of Dale, and what would Dale be without red roofs? I mean, this really looks great. I think the building really looked great, and I'm happy that you created a Battle of the Five Armies MOC over here, because these MOCs are rare to find of the Battle of the Five Armies. It's even hard to find LEGO the Hobbit MOCs. I'm so happy that you created this huge MOC, as you can see over here, with some epic detailing of the, over here, the windows, of course, we get those sort of sand green pieces used, really nice techniques over here. The building really looks great with those sort of shields on the sides, and then we got those bricks with dark tan and light tan, and a lot of decayed look is present on this building with some sort of gaps in the walls and such, so it definitely looks like a decayed building. I'm actually quite interested in what's on the other side. You can see a sort of door over here on the bottom, a little door which is also looking quite rotten, as you can see over here, with a lot of that wood used, so it looks like an old door with some locks and such on the sides. So that definitely looks great. And the walls over here of the tower really look great as well, with some well, plates over here. As you can see on the sides, we got some tiles and a lot of epic detailing. And then we got this huge force of the Gundabad orcs storming in. Unfortunately, LEGO never created the full armor orcs from The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies movie, but I think that this definitely looks great, as you can see, with this sort of wall being well, destroyed with the orcs storming through. And then we also got this little barrel over here on the right with a lot of detailing. And then of course we got Bard and a couple of the Lake Town guards over here. I believe over here on the far left we got this Lake Town guard, which we saw in the Hobbit movie, but I don't know his name. But definitely looking great. I really will appreciate that you used some different face styles for, of course, the Lake Town guards over here, some different facial expressions, which really looks great. So overall, this MOC really looks great, and Elven Ranger did a great job. The final MOC we're going to take a look at in the second episode of Middle-earth MOCs is The Finding of the Ring by LEGO Hobbit fan over here, which was a sort of, well, MOC for the Lord of the Rings LUG collab following the story of the ring. And he actually built the scene where Smeagol finds and seals the ring, and it definitely looks great over here, as you can see, with the water and the duck in front, which really looks great. You can see that he used some light blue translucent pieces over here. Actually, he used some of those, I think, clear white translucent pieces and used some light or marine blue underneath those pieces, which definitely looks great and adds a sort of, well, clearer and really light blue look to the water, which definitely looks great. And over here on the right and left, we get some plants and such. We get some leaves on the landscaping over here, and the slopes, of course, going into the landscaping from the, well, little water area. And over here on the far left, we got some sloping techniques with, of course, the snot techniques used as well. And then, of course, we get this huge tree with a lot of detailing on the sides of the tree. We got this little round piece and a lot of, well, different parts of the tree, which I really like. And then, of course, over here on the top of the tree, we get some leaves and sort of integrated into this round piece of the tree, sort of simulating a lot of, well, leaves on the tree. That definitely looks like a big, great part of the tree. And then over here in the, well, the far right of the MOC, we got Smeagol actually just, well, looking at his prize, well, after he's killed Deagle over here. So he's taken the ring already in this MOC. So that definitely looks great. And then returning, of course, to the duck over here in the water, which is really just an amazing duck over here, as you can see. So I definitely think that this MOC by LEGO Hobbit fan really looks great. So yeah, these were all of the MOCs I wanted to show you in today's episode of Middle-earth MOCs. And if you have a favorite MOC, of course, let me know by leaving a comment in the comment section down below. And if you want your MOC to be featured in a future episode of Middle-earth MOCs, of course, send your LEGO The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, or even maybe a Similarian MOC to my Instagram DM. The link is in the description down below. Now, before I close off this episode of Middle-earth MOCs, I want to show you a couple of people who commented locations for this video, which you can actually do. You can comment your favorite Middle-earth location, and then I might look into it to feature that location as a MOC in the episode of Middle-earth MOCs. But in today's episode, I got a couple of MOCs featured by you. And first of all, we got Gambaso Gambasi with Moria, also James Pickles as well voted for Moria, and Asciliath, which is a nice suggestion for a future video. And then next up we got Jayan Spies, who suggested Isengard, so thank you for suggesting that. So if you want your favorite Middle-earth location to be featured in the next episode of Middle-earth MOCs, I highly suggest that you go and leave your favorite Middle-earth location in the comment section down below, and who knows, maybe you'll get a shout out from me. And if you did enjoy watching today's episode of Middle-earth MOCs, of course, let me know by leaving a like to support this video. Go subscribe to Brickley if you are new to my channel, and of course, ring that notification bell to stay updated when I post any LEGO videos. And of course, if you want to check out the first episode of Middle-earth MOCs, if you haven't yet, go click the card on the top right corner of the screen to save the playlist to which I manually add all of the episodes of my Middle-earth MOC series. And I'll see you all in the next episode.
In the air, like a blazing flare.